Hey, it is the episode before Election Day, so do your civic duty and come into Zanadu Comics in Seattle and elect to buy some awesome comic books. We have a selection no matter what your party affiliation or stance on political issues. We even have some political comic books this week. But let's kick it off with something politically incorrect with Casey. How about that?
And this is actually topical because I hear we might be going to war with the Soviet Union or Russia or whatever they call themselves now. But Alex DeCampi, Tony Parker, and Colorist Blonde bring you Mayday, which in the back is kind of defined as Mad Max, but with more murder behind the Iron Curtain. I'm all about it. Alex DeCampi, great writer. She did Grindhouse. She's been doing Mayhem and Magic for Jet City Comics, No Mercy for Image, a lot of great stuff. And her books are always, they're always vicious. They're just downright vicious. They're kind of mean-spirited, but they're great. And this sees some serious psychedelia espionage in here, some definite 70s fro going on, but this is really cool kind of 70s espionage along with a great quote here from Jane Fonda: "Stealing isn't theft, property is theft." There you go. But yeah, very excited for this. I'll always really enjoy Alex DeCampi's stuff. Yeah.
And on the other end of the spectrum?
Yes. Well, over at Marvel we have something, kind of fits with the hammer and sickle theme. Got the big man with the hammer himself, the unworthy Thor. Or rather, the big man without the hammer in this case.
The Odinson.
Yeah, the
Stop!
Odinson.
No hammer time!
He's running around, he's got this axe, which already I'm pretty sure it's like cursed or something, and it can like murder gods or some crap, so I don't know why he wants to get his hammer back. Maybe he just misses it, He's sentimental like that. But this sees Oliver Coipel returning to Thor. He did the amazing run with J. Michael Straczynski, which, turned Loki into a woman, brought Asgard to Oklahoma, gave Thor a sweet, plate mail outfit. Just awesome. Totally awesome stuff there. And this is possibly even better than that. It starts off with a conflict with Ulik, then he ends up on the moon. We're actually going back to what happened in Original Sin. We might finally, by the end of this miniseries, find out what it was that Nick Fury said that made Thor become unworthy all of a sudden.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that even.
This is 3 years after the fact?
Talk about
I don't know. I can't keep track of that stuff.
This, yeah.
Jason Aaron's probably the only one who remembers that plot thread at this point.
I was gonna say, what is this, like a Hickman
storyline?
No, it's Aaron. It's all Aaron. He's the one that cares at this point.
Yep.
I shouldn't say that. Lots of people care about Thor right now. But yeah, this is an amazing looking miniseries, and it's got Beta Ray Bill.
Yes! And speaking of Thor, the other Thor, Jane Foster Thor, who I love, also written by Jason Aaron, she's part of the Avengers Now #1, so this is the follow-up from Civil War II. Even though it technically hasn't, it's ended, but it really hasn't ended because we don't know the rest of the story. There's 2 more chapters, but this picks up right after that, and there's Thor, there's Captain America, the Vision, the new Wasp.
Is it new Wasp?
The new Wasp, yes. Nadia Pym.
Oh, another Pym with it.
She was another Pym, Nadia Pym. She was a former, sort of was in kind of a new version of the training that Black Widow went under, but she's got the Wasp and the Pym powers and all that kind of stuff. Plus, you got Hercules. 2 gods are better than 1 because you're going to need him because Kang is back. Here's the thing. Kang, they've done like a gazillion Kang stories forever.
That's part of his appeal.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But Mark Waid has crafted what I think is going to be an awesome new, even awesomer Kang story, and Mike Gamunda's doing the art. And plus, one thing I love is Peter Parker. He's kind of the new Tony Stark with the Marvel Universe. He says, "I'll fund you Avengers," and of course, he's got his alter ego Spider-Man. But it's all tied into. If you're a fan of the Vision series, you'll like and what was going on in the previous All New, All Different Avengers. It's kind of like the Vision kind of is part of his manipulations kind of come home in this issue, and there's just going all through time. It's all kind of cool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Avengers.
And Mike Del Mundo is jaw-droppingly gorgeous. The art is
spectacular.
It's stupid good.
And don't forget, somewhere down the line, this Avengers series is going to have another new member, none other than Doctor Doom, the infamous Iron Man himself.
Doom! New from Abstract Studios and Terry Moore comes Motor Girl. from the creator of Strangers in Paradise, Rachel Rising, which just recently finished up, and a ton of other great female-fronted comics. Terry Moore has been doing female-fronted comics for like 25 years now, before that was even like a hashtag thingy or whatever it is now. But Terry Moore is truly a master of the comic book craft, and this series he is turning his attention to a bit more of a sci-fi angle, specifically UFOs. Apparently Terry Moore is big into UFOs, and we have large gorillas on the cover. Always sell more comics when you have gorillas. This is absolutely a thing.
Gorillas.
But this looks really cool. Looks like a kind of a more humorous, down and dirty sci-fi type of deal. Girl works in a junkyard, sees UFOs, has a giant gorilla sidekick. I mean, yeah, the money is made right there. So yeah, new from Terry Moore. Very excited.
All right. And we're going to go from UFO way up there type stuff all the way down to Earth. In fact, even lower than the Earth. The South.
The South.
With Southern Bastards! It's finally back after coming back for like one issue from hiatus and then going back on hiatus. The Jasons have returned with issue 15. Roberta Tubb is finally back in Craw County. Coach Boss just lost the homecoming game and is down a defensive coach. And there's like 5 billion other rival crime bosses in Craw County looking to move in on his territory. It's all going down. And apparently there's like 500 other like supporting characters that were introduced in the last arc who didn't actually talk to each other, who might actually meet up at some point and all start killing each other.
It is.
I'm really looking forward to
it. There's no happy ending.
Yeah. I don't know. Jason Latour is a great artist. Jason Aaron is a vicious writer. They work so well together.
Yeah.
If you don't know by now, now you know.
Right.
There's another Avengers #1. This is Occupy Avengers this week. This kind of picks up the story of Hawkeye, who, I don't want to spoil it, but he was really pivotal to what happened in Civil War II, and he's dealing with the aftermath of that, and he's kind of left. He's not in New York. He's kind of on a road trip. And this is David Walker and Carlos Pacheco, and following him on his adventures. And he's kind of like, if you're going to go save the world from aliens, a superhero is going to get involved and fight bad guys, and they're going to fight corruption. And so this is in a way a lot of a kind of a social justice kind of theme book, which was kind of popular in the 70s and which is very popular and relevant today. But he's going to have a lot of different superheroes and fellow Avengers and people who are not necessarily like super powered. But the power's right here, man, in the heart. It's right in the strength.
Okay, Captain Planet.
All right, so
Yes.
Red Wolf is going to be in this story, and it kind of picks up, and there's a big cliffhanger. There's a surprise villain involved, but really cool artwork and kind of something different if you're, to go along with your big global time-spanning team books. Here's an awesome, cool kind of gritty, not like street level, but kind of like on the dirt road and on the highway level.
It's very much down to earth.
Yeah.
That's why you're a Hawkeye.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Avenger that's just a dude. Thanks for that fraction.
Dude, yeah, exactly.
Oni Press brings the new issue of Ulysses Farinas and Eric Freitas' amazing new comic, Motro. Farinas has been working or wanting to create this for years and years, and this is probably one of his most personal things that he's done, and this is kind of a all-ages fantasy Mad Maxy adventure that is... Ulysses Farinas is just amazing. He's really, really cool. He did the Judge Dredd book for Oni, the Mega City 2. He's known for his super hyper detailed art, and he kind of lets it breathe a little bit in this issue, which is cool. I mean, it's still nicely detailed. Excuse me. But yeah, it really breathes well. You get this nice kind of sense of wasteland epicness, but it's not like that, it's not the standard Mad Max thing or that really orangey, kind of gritty dirt type of deal. It's a bit more uplifting. There's actually a lot of white and kind of snow, and I'm just extremely, extremely excited. This is definitely going to be a rollicking adventure, but I'm really excited too that it is all ages and that it's more on that fantasy thing, which has been a big resurgence here in American comics lately. But yeah, the hand lettering here is great. Really just something different. So if you want something kind of unique, colors by the overworked Mr. Ryan Hill, the poor man who had to color all that Judge Dredd stuff. So really great colors on here as well. But yeah, Motro, #1.
And I'm going to jump over to DC, give them some love here with everybody's favorite father-son duo, Superman and Batman.
Wait,
And
what?
Superman's son and Batman's son. It's like a duo of duos. It's great. This is part 1 of In the Name of the Father, issue 10 of the main Superman title. John Kent is discovering his powers. He is now going to school, and he's found that he has a classmate who may have a secret or two. No, he's not going to school with Damian Wayne, but another awesome supporting character from the Robin Son of Batman series. Maya, the daughter of Nobody, who was the son of the man who trained Batman. It's all... Everything that Tomasi and Gleason do together is very much a family affair these days.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Love that.
It's fantastic. We've talked enough about how sweet this book is, and now you get more giant Pat Gleason Batman, because it's been so long since you did Batman and Robin.
Yes.
What else? Is there anything else to
I
note
don't
in
even
this
know if
issue?
you need to know anything about that. That's how badass that is.
Get to see Pat Gleason draw Goliath again. That's great.
Ooh, awesome.
Love Goliath. Buy it, please.
Yeah.
And Will Damian trying to recruit him to his new Teen Titans. We've also got the new Teen Titans, which he's on a mission against Ra's al Ghul, and that issue's still in here from last week. But he's got these other kids, so why not? You need a super kid, so why not have him?
John's special, and they're gonna have their own book together for bonding. We still have Super
yeah.
Sons
Super
somewhere down the
Sons.
line.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited for that.
Somewhere on the horizon in 2017. Okay, my next book is Death of X #3. This is the third of the fourth chapter that kind of lets you know what happened in those missing 8 months after the end of Secret Wars and when the Terrigen was going across the planet creating new Inhumans and killing the mutants. This kind of tells you what happened to Cyclops and Emma Frost. It was the first kind of battle between the X-Men and the humans that's going to kind of explode in a big X-Men versus Inhumans. Later on, I think that kicks off in December. And then, of course, they've already teased Resurrection. I'm written about it incessantly on comicsblend.com because I'm obsessed with the X-Men. I love Inhumans, but I will always say Psych was right. Anyway, this kind of tells you kind of like, what the heck did Cyclops and Emma Frost do, and are they really dead? And then there's this mutant that literally no one will guess the mutant that they bring back. Charles Soule and Jeff Lemire. I was like, oh yeah. So it took me a while, but literally there's this mutant. I guess his power is they're gonna try to use it against the Terrigen Cloud. It'll be one of those things where you never saw this coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea that guy was a character that already existed.
Yeah.
What about deep cuts?
Probably has not been around since probably the late 80s, if then.
Jeez.
So yeah. Of course I was around
Of
for
course.
some of that.
Well, speaking of things that have not been seen since, early 90s, Super Mario Adventures! The glorious, glorious comics that were in the equally glorious magazine Nintendo Power back in the day, when I used to actually play video games when they weren't so hard. Come Super Mario Brothers. Art, Charlie Nozawa, story, Kentaro Takayama. And this follows, your basic adventure of Princess Toadstool gets captured, Bowser, he's the bad guy. Mario and Luigi, they gotta save the princess, I mean, we're not reinventing the wheel here. But the thing that's so amazing about this is A, it's in my hand. B, it is oversized in the same magazine format. C, it's only $15. And D, this is truly, it's like, the cutscenes that they had, cutscenes, whatever, where they took you into this world and they showed you just a little bit. They do that in the backgrounds of this, and you literally are, next to them in the adventure, and the color in this is so well reproduced, and it's everything I loved about the video games without having to play it. There's none of that annoying, I can't jump, I can't do it, oh, god damn it. It's more just like that, oh my god, look at this glorious castle, holy crap. Previous in this series was Shotaro Ishinomori's Zelda, which was equally awesome, but super highly recommended. If you don't leave this, I'll leave with this tomorrow or today. I will give you the stink eye a little bit. But yeah, this is just absolutely amazing.
Alright, and my final book for you here is actually another graphic novel from Japan. We have the one that started it all, at least over here in America.
Yeah.
Part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders. This is the story of Jotaro Joestar. the latest in the line of Joe stars. Most importantly, the one who was active in the 90s.
That's right.
Yes, the 90s. Back when anime was finally getting the respect it deserved over here in America, or at least starting to. This is also the series that introduced what we call stands, which are these ridiculously posed psychic ghost people who shoot like fire and bugs and diamonds out of their faces and fight each other. So you like stand there, you're like, oh my god, I have this ghost that's punching the crap out of this other guy, but no one else can see them except for other stand users, so like you constantly have background characters being like, what is going on over there?
It's really awesome.
Yeah, Rocky really like brings home the sort of the essential feel of this series. Like, it mostly followed a single character through each storyline with the first two parts. Maybe they had one sidekick or two, but they never lasted long. Jotaro has a whole gang traveling the world, going to Egypt to beat up a vampire that stole his grandpa's dead body. It's amazing.
Is that you?
Sorry,
Is that the bat phone?
I'm trying to
Coming in?
educate
I know,
people.
yeah, right?
On superior Japanese
Sorry.
comic
I know,
book making.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
What are you gonna bring up? Some stupid patriotic mumbo jumbo garbage propaganda comic here?
Yeah,
Superheroes or
that
some
was
crap?
the Secret Service saying you better hurry up and get this in here.
Yeah, that was
we
Murica on the phone.
Exactly.
Jesus.
We have two election specials. This is Faith, the latest issue. We continues the
You're lucky
adventures
we don't
of
just
Faith.
cut you out of this world.
Continues Faith's adventure. She's the breakout character of the year, and she meets the history-making Hillary Clinton in this special issue. It also includes the legendary creator Louise Simonson. She is back, and she helps pen a special tale, and puts us a preview of Harbinger Renegades, and one more election night special. Catwoman's getting an election special. You know, there's always something. The mayor's race in Gotham is super corrupt, and so Catwoman.
Did they even manage to have a mayor?
I feel like it never actually ends in a
Exactly.
There's always
And
a
it's like-
constant power vacuum.
Exactly. And Mayor Oswald Cobblepot is always running. He always runs and keeps running anyway. Apologies, there was no offense if you follow him, love him, whatever your things. Anyway, so Catwoman gets involved in the race, plus the return of President Beth Russell from the press,
Yeah.
which we also have the graphic novel there. So there you go. So lots of good stuff. So hey, come on in, get some great comics. Make sure you vote, and if you're sick of the election, come on in and buy some more comics and read. This has been a special
We still have
election
one more.
edition. We have one
See
more.
this? You see, Will comes in, he does his stuff, he's got his business to attend to
It's
after
dirty.
this,
It's
you know.
dirty tricks. You know, political dirty tricks.
But I have a very special last pick. This is a issue, man, what are we now, 7 years in the making? 5? I
Yeah.
don't know. This has
A
been a
lot.
long journey. Prophet. Brandon Graham, Yanni, Simon Roy, many others. Joseph Burgeon III providing colors on almost all of this. This is the sci-fi epic that redefined what you could do with supposedly bad characters. Rob Liefeld's creation, Prophet, kind of, you know, sneered upon and looked down upon. No. Brandon Graham and co. have revitalized and taken him and his entire lineage into the far-flung future and the past. And this has been a straight-up sci-fi superhero comic book with cannibalism, because that's extremely important. That truly has been just a shining gem of comic books the last few years. There's been a lot of delays, a lot of weird stuff, whatever, but we are finally done. Much love to the people that put this together. Love it or not, there was at least a lot tried here. Maybe not everything connected, but goddamn, this was some serious ride. No, I really couldn't tell you what happened. I haven't reread it. But, you know, once you do, I'm sure it'll pull together. But yeah, truly awesome stuff from Image and Mr. Rob Liefeld, who, you know what, I don't care. I like Rob Liefeld.
Thanks, Rob.
That's right, Rob.
Thank you.
This one, can we dedicate the show to Rob Liefeld?
Boom. You know what? We're going to dedicate this issue, or this episode, to Rob Liefeld. Thank you, Rob, for being highly excitable. And you know what, man? Just loving comic books for a long time. Really. You were certainly energetic, yeah. And, you know, you got that Deadpool money now. So
Yeah,
good for
no,
you.
please send us some of that.
Right? We want some Deadpool money. Yeah. Now, that is the end of everything. And go vote. Hope you had a good Halloween, etc., etc.
Deadpool money, please.